Our correspondent David Blevins joins us now from Washington. David, completely extraordinary, these scenes. And now no press conference, no statement, no deal being signed. And in that Truth Social post, it was almost as if the president was scolding a naughty child, saying you can come back down from your room when you learn to behave.
Jonathan, a moment without precedent in living memory in the United States, where a meeting of two heads of states comes to an end in such a disastrous fashion. And in the last few minutes, we're also hearing from Fox News in the United States that a White House official has told them, and I quote, "Trump kicked out Zelensky. He did not walk off on his own. The rare minerals deal was not signed." The White House says the Ukrainians were, and again I quote, "begging to reset." But Rubio and Waltz, that's Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, informed them Zelensky needs to leave the White House grounds and return when he's ready for peace. The president and US officials felt disrespected by Zelensky's rhetoric and demeanour, and they cited that he was shrugging and rolling his eyes throughout the conversation. At the end of that extraordinary back and forth in the Oval Office, President Trump told reporters that this would make great television. Well, it did that, but it certainly has not made great diplomacy. It has set back efforts to bring about peace in Ukraine by some distance. What was played out for the world to see was just remarkable. It really began when President Trump suggested that he was not aligned with Russia or Ukraine, but was somewhere in the middle. If that statement from a president of the United States doesn't tell you that the geopolitical plates have shifted, nothing ever will. And then, of course, President Zelensky wanted to know what diplomacy meant, because he says Vladimir Putin doesn't honour ceasefires. That's what prompted the Vice President J.D. Vance to intervene and accuse him of being disrespectful. And it ultimately came to the point where President Trump then said that he was gambling with World War III. Don't tell us what we're going to feel in future. You're in no position to do that. Make a deal or get out. Well, they didn't make the deal, and he has got out. And right now, I think it is a defining moment for Ukraine, for Europe, for America, and arguably for the world.